Boo! Did I scare you? Does the sight of peak male performance bother you? Is it uncomfortable to see the glory of a man operating using 100% of his brain power at every waking moment of the day? Is it too much for you to handle? You coward. It's almost Halloween and the scariest thing you're seeing is me. And it's too damn bad, because I'm not going to muzzle my fierce bite here just to make you feel a little more at ease. In fact, I'm only going harder. Because today we're talking about comic books. Well, we're actually going to talk about a lot more than that, but I want to start with comic books. Many of you know that I work on two comic series. One of them is Godslap, which I'm sure, as you can tell, decorates every single molecule of this dojo that I'm in right now, and the other one's Plague Seeker. And these are two comic series that I've been putting a ton of time and energy into for a long time. And I know I've been singing the gospel of Godslap and Plague Seeker for a while, so I'm not here to just try and give you the hard sales pitch on them or anything. I want to talk about a bigger picture thing that we've embarked on over the last couple of years that I've never really dove into publicly. If you have read Godslap or Plague Seeker, whether digitally or picked up a physical copy, you've done so through a website called badegg.co. Unless, of course, you haven't. Perhaps there's a few swashbucklers out there that sailed the seven seas and, looking for the One Piece, happened to find Godslap and Plague Seeker posted online for free, maybe some pirated versions of it. We're not stupid. We know by offering a digital version of our comics, people are going to post them online for free. And you know what? That's fucking fine. I'm not going to sit here and start wagging my finger trying to shame anyone. If you were interested in Godslap and Plague Seeker but didn't have the means to pay for it, do what you gotta do. As long as you're enjoying it, we're happy. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Point is, badegg.co. I imagine anyone that's shopped through there has assumed that the website, Bad Egg, was a publishing company that we had signed some kind of partnership agreement with in order to print and publish the comic books. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not some kind of ESP with superhuman abilities. I can't get inside your little noodles and pretend I know what you're thinking. I'm just venturing a guess that most of you just assumed this was a company that we had shook hands with to make our wet dreams a reality. And to a certain extent, you're right, but it goes deeper than that. Bad Egg is actually a company that I and all of my friends that work on our comics started. We started it with comic industry veterans that wanted to do it better. So we started this a couple years ago, and we teamed up with some of the best the industry has to offer in order to be able to provide a full service to anyone, not just us, that wants to make comic books. Obviously, that means printing and publishing, but also includes providing writers or artists or really anything you would ever need to make a comic book using all of the connections we have in the industry and everyone on our Bad Egg team. We just wanted Bad Egg to be this all-encompassing spot that could make whatever incredibly great idea someone might have for a comic series come to life. I'm super proud to say that we're accomplishing that goal. We have a lot of big projects in the works, and one of them I am super excited to talk about is dropping today. It's a comic series from none other than the Big Tuna himself, Jacksepticeye. Many of you may know him as the most handsome man on the planet with the most beautiful eyes. Legends say if you stare into his eyes for too long, you'll freeze in place, be petrified, like looking at the basilisk from the Chamber of Secrets, but with beauty from Sean. Jacksepticeye has just launched his comic series with us called Alterverse. Issue 0 is available for pre-order right now on badegg.co. It's a really fun adventure that Sean has cooked up here, and we're so fucking proud of how great it turned out. So I'm not gonna dive into the Alterverse too deep. I'll let Sean talk about that if he wants to. I was just so hyped to see this come to fruition because Sean and his team had a great concept, great ideas, and to help them flesh it out and make it a reality was just so fun. Him and his team were heavily involved every step of the way. They were very hands-on with it to make it exactly how they wanted, and I think it just turned out really amazing. I think it's something very special. So yeah, obviously I got pretty excited, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit here. Bad Egg is now more than just our comic series. We're branching into a lot of other really fun series with some very creative and very talented creators, and I can't wait to share everything else with you as it comes out. Now, there is something else I want to talk about here. I vaguely referenced it on stream a few times, even though I probably shouldn't have. I just get so excited and hyped up about things. I'm like a little dog where if you start jumping up and down with a ball in your hand, the dog starts fucking going crazy and gets the zoomies. That's like me sometimes when something really cool's been going on behind the scenes. I'm just like a bladder with too much fluid in it. I just want to burst and share everything with all of you. Even though in a lot of cases I know I can't really dive into it much. So even with what I'm about to talk about now, I still have to like tiptoe around it to not get too deep into the weeds. But the support on the comic series Godslap and Plagueseeker has been so incredible that I just want to give a huge thank you. And thanks to that level of support, specifically on Godslap, we caught the attention of one of the biggest and best animation studios in the world, and they absolutely fell in love with Godslap. They adore it. And it's all thanks to all of you who've supported it. It put Godslap on their radar, and they checked it out and just really got super invested in it. So we've been in a lot of talks with them. I can't say who they are because of obvious confidentiality clauses and everything, but they are a studio that every single one of you watching this has watched their work. I know for a fact because they are one of the best there is. Some of the highest quality animations is produced by them. They've done some of the biggest projects in the world, and they really want to bring Godslap to life in the animated medium in a big way. So we have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to craft something truly spectacular with them, and I can't wait to be able to share more with you, but I just want to at least mention this because it all ties into just how supportive, like overwhelmingly grateful I am for all of you that have just really gotten into our stories. So just a huge thank you, and I just want to let you know we're just keeping our foot on the gas to keep making bigger and better things, and there's plenty more to come from Godslap, Plagueseeker, and now the Alterverse, and just plenty more from Bad Egg entirely. So just on behalf of the entire team at Bad Egg, thank you to everyone. It really does mean the world to us. So I'm sorry for like the mushy video today. It's just with Sean's comic dropping, and we recently had a call with the animation studio again, and seeing their enthusiasm for the project and then seeing Sean's enthusiasm for his project all with us is just it got me in my feelings, right? It got me ready to just start tearing up like I was watching the end of, you know, the Pokemon episode where Ash sets Pikachu down in the forest and runs away. Like I got really emotional. So yeah, overall that's kind of the whole story of Bad Egg and what's going on there. Also, I'll go ahead and take this opportunity to just go ahead and give everyone an update on release schedule for Godslap and Plagueseeker. If we have any Godslap and Plagueseeker enthusiasts watching right now, issue 5 of Godslap will be coming out within a month, and issue 1 of Plagueseeker should be out very early next year. Now, I know if you don't know anything about Plagueseeker, that may be a bit of a head scratcher. Issue 1's not even out, then what's out for Plagueseeker right now? It's the issue 0. So issue 0 is about 25 pages, and it's mainly to bring the world to fruition and showcase what the entire idea behind Plagueseeker is. Issue 1 is the actual beginning of the story. So issue 1's about 70 pages long, and that's what should be out very early next year. I don't know an exact date or anything, so I can't drop that at the moment. But I will keep everyone updated on it, of course. So yeah, just overall, super, super thankful to everyone who's supported the comics, and yeah, hopefully you all enjoy them, and that's really about it. So yeah.